the wharf in Hobart.
Goodbye, darling. Goodbye.
Trooper John Hutton Bisbee in a ravine near the hot springs of Burt in the Transvaal, South Africa, for his conspicuous courage. This act was performed.
More than half the troop were lying shot in that gorge, ambushed, wounded, and the fire on them still very close, very hot. But John rode back in through it, and he dismounted. Up Major Brooke into his own saddle. He leapt up behind and rode him out. Rescued him from death, I reckon. Or capture.
To Lieutenant Guy George Edgerton Wider in a ravine near the hot springs of Burt in the Transvaal, South Africa, for his gallantry under ambush. His subsequent action was in
Guy was wounded, but he made me take his horse, and then at the risk, the imminent risk, I say, of his own life, he stood and covered our retreat. He saved more lives than one.
to Captain Henry William Murray at Stormy Trench, near the village of Gerdecourt in France, for his sheer valour and indomitable command throughout the night. He made his presence felt throughout the line.
Captain Henry doesn't command. Well, he doesn't have to. And that night, every bombing party, every charge, he led it. Dragged me back safe. Others too. He doesn't command. He just inspires you.
To Captain Percy Herbert Cherry, in the village of Lagnicourt in France, for his unrivaled determination, fearlessness and leadership in the storming and clearing of the village of Lanyakul. Though wounded,
He really cared. I would have followed him anywhere. We all would have. To the next world if need be. And many did. He was killed that day by a shell.
To Captain James Ernest Newland on the Bapaume-Cambrai road in France, for devotion to duty and his immovable resolve on 3 separate occasions under heavy fire and combined attack. The stand made by...
They came at us on 3 sides. It was 10-1 against us, but we had Jim, and Jim was everywhere. Every point on the line almost at the same time, and you'd hear him, "Go it, lads, go it!"
Sergeant John Woods Whittle on the Bapaume-Cambrai road in France for utter disregard of fire. With the enemy overrunning his trench, Sergeant Whittle gathered all available men and recaptured the trench. Sergeant Whittle's own splendid example.
Old John Whittle. I saw him win his cross. The ground was swept by fire and bombs. Lavish bombing, they call it. John just jumped to his feet and charged.
To Sergeant John James Dwyer at Zonnebecker in Belgium, for his courage in unhesitatingly rushing a machine gun to within point-blank range of an enemy machine gun and putting it out of action. During the whole of the attack,
John Dwyer wouldn't know the meaning of the word danger. We were getting bombed, and he'd whistle back. And that spreads. It spreads along the line. Everyone feels a little cheer off Johnny Dwyer.
to Sergeant Louis McGee, east of Ypres in Belgium, for his resplendent bravery in single-handedly capturing a machine gun post under heavy fire. Foremost in the remains.
Louis? I don't think anyone saw how he did it. We were all in shell holes out front, all heads down, bullets cutting straight into us. And then bang, bang, pistol shots. And it stopped. I don't know. Louis must have dashed the open ground on the zag.
To Sergeant Stanley Robert MacDougall, near the village of Dernancourt in France, for repulsing wave after wave of attack and single-handedly routing the enemy's entire advance. A prompt action.
Stan's one of the mildest men, the mildest you'd meet. Quiet. But you see him in the front line? He's a tower of strength. I saw his hands. They were white, burnt white. That's how hot his barrel was.
and I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw, and behold, a white horse.
Oops! I did it again, baby. Yeah!
Tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Bye for now.